Hello folks, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Alright, we got an underground hideout here, but I have no idea how to get there. Got a hollow tree here, no idea how to get there. I'd like to be able to recruit more, but we can't afford anything. We got no people coming in. Theoretically it's based on week though, so we might be able to get more if we wait a little bit. We keep on skipping days. Yeah, see, we can't really do much there, but if we skip days, then the recruits should have reappeared. Yeah, there we go. And we get some resources. Unfortunately, 79.53 are not going to be good enough at all. I mean, I suppose it's a start. Could be a start. We also would need a general. I suppose, sure. Go ahead and bring in as many as we can here. That was one. There we go. Okay, assign me a general. Let's get the Chief Agaboya here. Because she's level 4. That's got to be better. There we go. Assign. Go ahead and name you. So we already had Agaboya's Angels. Obviously that didn't work out so well. So we're going to go... Let's see. Agaboya. Army's too... It's too on the nose. Arcs? I mean, Archangels could work. Just, you know, go one step higher. Or, I mean, we could use the alliteration. Or we could go with, Agaboya's voice. Actually, Agaboy... I mean, I know there's some women in here too, so that actually doesn't work. And we could go Agaboya's Angels again. It could be, you know, the new chapter of it. Sure, why not? It's a new chapter of the same army. Okay, we're gonna have to recruit more of you guys. Actually, get some clerics in here. Yeah, 20 clerics. That should help. We'll need more bad guys for sure. We're gonna keep you guys in here right now because we're gonna be stacking. Actually, let's move you guys up a little bit. There, that should be fine. You're on level 3 though. We need like a ton more recruits. So skip the day again. We're just have to wait for the recruits to come in, so it's gonna be a week. Unfortunately, that means it's gonna take a lot of time, which I kinda hate. I guess in the meantime, let's go ahead and go to Heaven's Edge. Oh, we need Daeren here. Oh, this is totally Daeren's place. Okay, so we need to trade out, say, probably Ember. Okay, let's go back to the camp. Nope, spotted enemies. Alright, let's fight. Always use the XP. Also, we need to arrange our pattern here. So, let's arrange here. Okay, no, that's about right. I think you should probably be up here with the rest of them. Yeah, Woljif right behind, Law in the back. Ember a little bit to the back. The short range, unfortunately, isn't as good, but that's about where we want to be. Alright, so we've got a Votary Prisoner and an Archer. That Archer's gotta go.
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
Okay, you're on level 5. AC 20 is not too bad. You're a Poisoner? Oh, you're a Poisoner. I read that as Prisoner there for a minute. If you're a Poisoner, let's take you out first.
Can we retreat already?
Good crits, good crits. Alright, Sosul, go ahead and move in. Goward, go ahead and move in. You're not going to be able to go that far. I say go 20. Probably where see if I can catch up to you. Ember can't really do much, I don't think. Let's see what we can do. I mean, lightning bolt here. Ooh, that's a good... Ow, but it's gonna hit. That's totally gonna hit. Still, so he's in the wrong spot. Okay, so move in a better position so we can maybe get a good shot on these guys. Wooljiff, move up as far as you can. Actually, not that far. Maybe over here. And then Sela. You might be able to charge this guy. Yeah, go ahead and charge him. Solid. Okay, we got some cultists. Divine Favor sounds bad. Go up here and smack this guy. Good smacks, good smacks. Finish him off.
You should have run!
There you go. Good job. Alright, Ember. A lightning on one guy seems like not useful. We do have Scorching Ray, though. Scorching Ray on this dude. Okay, hit him. 19 damage, not too shabby. Lon, go ahead and open fire. Maybe finish him off. There we go. Hold this down. Wooljiff, come over to this guy. He tries to cast another spell, you get an opportunity attack. Sela, you can probably charge down this guy. He looks like an archer to me. He is. Okay, he switched to a weapon. Ooh, okay, Wooljiff does not have the wherewithal to handle that. So you get in range. Goward, go and smack this guy. Okay, Ember, do you have any good hits here? Come up, say, here. And... webbing's not really gonna work. You can hypnotize the guy. And if he stares blanketly, you can't attack. Not webbing. Why would you do webbing? Hypnotism. Why do you still want to do webbing? Hypnotize. Okay, apparently we can't hypnotize. I don't know why not. Unavailable for some reason. Okay, well. Ear-piercing scream it is. Okay, then Lon, go ahead and shoot, say, this guy. Oh, no, don't. Oh, I pressed the wrong fucking button. He went too far over. I can't even 5-foot steps, so we're good. We'll just stab this man. Or miss this man.
Into the fray. I'm
Okay.
done with you.
Good crits. Good crits.
Tactical retreat.
Yeah, you definitely need to retreat, Wooljiff. Let's heal you first, though. Just cure light. Don't have cure heavy or anything. I mean, Holy Smite's kind of fun, but here we go. Cure critical wounds on Wooljiff. There. At least he's alive. Go and smack him a couple times. Actually, we can do like a trip. That'd be great. There we go. He fell down, and it worked. Huzzah! Okay, Ember. Earpiece and scream on this guy, please. Then you can go and shoot this guy. Ow, big old whiffs. Alright, we'll just go up here and stab this man. And you should go ahead and lay hands on Wooljiff. Better. This man's down to like 1 health. Something like that. So you want to finish him off?
Be gone, fiend!
Ow, big old whiff. Goward, finish him off, please.
This will hurt!
There you go.
March me to the bones today.
Took that 1 extra damage, that's all it took. Alright, you guys have some loot. Oh, they had Bear's Endurance. They should have used that. There's a Masterwork Glaive. That might be better than the glaive that Social currently has. Let's take a look. So the Masterwork Glaive is here. Nope. Glaive +1 is technically better. Yep. No reason to switch out. Alright. Always good to verify, though. What over here? What about these guys? Some potions. Not too much good stuff, though.
I need to recover my strength.
Alright. Woljif is back to full strength again, so we're good. What is this? Oh, we're all fatigued. Okay, we'll be able to rest in the camp again. We need to get Daeren in the party. So I guess we'll go back to camp. Yeah, rest up. Totally forgot that was what Heaven's word means there, but that's okay. So yeah, I guess we'll just trade out Ember for Daeren. I mean, I guess, who are we actually replacing? Like, ability-wise, it kind of seems like maybe we get rid of Sosul. Like, Ember is just really good at a bunch of stuff. Especially in battle. So what scroll do we want? For some reason that won't work. Okay, maybe trade out. Okay, so you do there. And then you do... Yeah, you do the spell. There we go. Let's see. Shield. Plus 4 bonus to AC. Not a bad idea. Mirror image. Create pit. I mean, a scroll lightning bolt sounds really cool. Let's do that. And potion-wise... moderate ones. Sounds great. Okay, well, plus 11, DC's 11, like, don't even need to roll. 17, DC 17, don't even need to roll. So we're gonna get both of those, that's great. I would like to bring you to a Temple of Shaylin one day, to make you understand that we accept everyone. Who's he actually talking to? I guess it'd be Lonian. Yep. You think after I'm chased out of the temple by glaive-wielding clerics, we'll just laugh it off as a misunderstanding and go drink some tea? I mean, maybe? But if they actually do accept everyone, like, maybe that's a little unfair, Lon. Like, maybe they'll actually accept you. Maybe it'll be fine. Maybe. Okay, area exit. So we'll drop Sosul out of the party. Oops. Keep Ember in. And then Daeren has to come with us. Okay. Who knows? Maybe it'll change his alignment. It probably won't. He's an evil party member. But I mean, so is probably Camilla, though we can't actually verify that. Okay, so back to Heaven's Edge. Yep, Joey, we should definitely rest. Protective rituals, we'll let... looks like you're the best shot for that. So which means you're the best shot for the alchemy. Scroll lightning bolt is not going to happen, but that's, I mean, DC's reasonable. We'll see what happens. Let's go. Begin resting. We definitely do not want to be fatigued when we get in here.
Just looking at you pains me, Ember. Why don't I do something about your appearance? What do you say to a bath, some new clothes, and a comb for that hair?
Thank you, but I like the way I look. Why don't I do something to your appearance? How about I use soot to blacken your hair? It will be great.
Huh. I wonder how he'd look as a brunette. I think it would totally work. Okay, enter the location. Alright, Daeren, we've got your house, or your former house, I suppose. You haven't been here in who knows how many years. And apparently I'm alone. I talked to the Crusader. Hey, dude. Happy to serve you, okay. Not at all suspicious. Happy to serve.
My not so numerous, but nonetheless dearest guests. About a year ago at my last birthday party, I assured you all that I nurtured a deep-seated hatred for boring people who give protracted speeches in the misplaced belief that their inner thoughts are of any interest to anyone but themselves. Now I am a whole year older, and also a full-fledged crusader. An honorable position that requires me to be as dull, pedantic, and vexing as I possibly can. Therefore, a speech it is.
A speech it is, exactly.
The revered cleric Nestrin, my guardian and tutor, often told me that those who live a sinful life may expect to join the abyssal hordes after they die. This is why their path is the most despicable of all. A part of their soul may return to Mendev in the abominable form of a demonic invader. Every time we see a demon, we might as well think about it. What if this wretched creature used to be your great-great-grandfather? What if certain parts of this pointy-tailed beauty used to belong to your pious cousin? They say that the demons represent the sins of the souls they are made of. Succubi emerge out of lustful souls. Vandals turn into Abracandilu. Gluttons become Nabasu. I, for one, am determined to commit as many different sins as possible, so that the distributive mechanism of the abyss breaks when it tries to decide what to do with my soul.
I don't know, isn't that just basically a form of gluttony? I think you might be doomed to become Nebusu regardless, but maybe I'm wrong.
You, my dearest guests, will be my assistants in this complicated task. Eat, drink, and indulge yourselves in whatever vices you can. Let nobody leave this house as righteous as they entered it. Live every day like it's your last. After all, nobody knows when that day will arrive, do they?
And Daeren smirks, finishes his wine, and tosses the glass to the ground. And run for a party, I guess. How interesting, Inquisitor Leotor whispers in your ear from behind. Alright, did you find anything interesting? Nothing really, just took a notice of a few things. I attempted to find out whether anything unusual or mysterious happened to the Count over the last 10 years. During my conversation with his acquaintances, 2 people know that he never speaks to the revered Nestrin, the priest of Imode who was his guardian and tutor. Yet he just mentioned Nestrin in his speech, whatever that might mean. He told me he tried to find out if anything odd had happened to Daeren over the last 10 years. Some of his servants complained about strange occurrences in the house, like objects moving by themselves or candles going out. Of course, that could simply be a figment of their imagination. It is also very well known the Count often invites various spellcasters to entertain him, and encourages them to use their magic in mischievous ways. Probably the whole Mendev knows the story about the 3 drunk wizards and their teleportation race across the roofs of Carnarvon after a party at the Count's house. What I'm trying to say here is that any fluctuation in residual magic in his house are not at all surprising. There was the matter of the abduction, however. A gang of bandits kidnapped the Count hoping for ransom, but the only reward they got was death. Afterward, the Count told everyone he had hired the bandits himself as a joke. The other mercenary squad that freed him and executed the bandits was also in his employ. Nobody really wanted to delve too deep into the case after confirming the identities of those wretched cutthroats. But there was one disturbing fact about it all, and I don't mean the Count's bizarre idea of fun. The mercenaries who supposedly freed him had also cut off the bandits' heads, after they had already killed them. My companions have been finding several severed heads among their belongings recently. Strangely, things like this weren't a problem before Daeren joined the party. What? That's an alarming coincidence. Now we have another reason to conduct an investigation. It is crucial we find out exactly what happened at that tragic feast. Alright, what do we need to do, Inquisitor? Now, that's the hardest part. I need to dive deep into the past of this place, which requires casting several different spells over some time. It would be very convenient for me if nobody interrupted this process, especially the Count himself. I don't think he remembers my face, but a suspicious stranger casting unknown spells might attract his attention. All in all, what I want you to do is to distract the master of the house. Right now he's playing host in the very place I'd like to start with. So, how do I distract him? I don't know. Maybe your companions can assist you somehow? Or you can take a look around. Maybe there's something to help us. Alright, I understand. Good luck. Come back to me when the Count leaves. I'll tell you everything I managed to find out, and maybe even show you something. Alright, so we need to go around to our companions here. Well, there's Social up here. He might be helpful. Let's see what he got. Can't imagine how lovely this manor must have been before the war. I need to set my easel in one of the pleasant areas here. What do we got here for the loot? I mean, I'll take that stuff. The decor plants are in a miserable state. They've been neglected for many years. Yeah, well, I mean, the place was abandoned for a while. Let's see, we've got Camilla up here. Hey, Camilla, you want to do some mischief? Nope. Okay, how about Lon? I'm not allowed to party with a loyal brat? Go figure. How about Sela? You never know when or if you'll get another chance to rest and have some fun during wartime. Okay, so not Soul, not Sela. Maybe the courtesans? This is unlikely, though. Yep, last party everyone died, correct. Okay, nobody else off to this direction, looks like. Well, maybe we go inside. Maybe Woljif will help? Everything here's just so sparkly. I'm gonna take a look at this thing and put it right back, honest. Let's see, there's a servant over here. Oh, it's you. Do you remember me? Called upon you to save the Count in Canavers. Oh, okay. Well, thanks. Go ahead and grab this Chilaxian wine. If used creatively, may distract the Count for a while. Interesting. Okay. Well, there's another one here. Go ahead and take that. There's Nino. Hey, Nino. The physical premise for this mortal attraction this year is a mass murder or gluttony. Which article for the encyclopedia should I focus on now? How about Amber? I don't like it in here. The party is stupid. Okay, do you wanna like help? Maybe no. Another piece of loot over here. Got some Cronin berry wine. I don't know if that's useful or not. Chilaxian wine again, of course. There's a door over here. Try to go through. Here we go. Well, a much quieter area over here. We can just go through this way if we need to. Good to know there's like a back entrance. Probably for the servants, my guess would be. It does seem like a very narrow corridor. That's probably used by servants to get around and not conspicuously, though the dead end is weird. Oh, there's no door over here. We got. Well, a whole bunch of stuff in here. Stories told to us by spirits. Okay. How about here? Just some money. How about here? More books. Legend of the Pathfinder. 1,000 Revolutions. Okay. Oh, it's a shared stash. I'm just gonna collect all this stuff. Yeah, somehow I don't have any of this, so I'm just gonna take it all. Actually, it wasn't a shared stash, was it? I don't know why it opened to shared stash, so I guess we're in a quote-unquote safe place, at least until the demons attack. Let's see about the other side. Anything over here? I guess we'll find... Okay, that is a locked door. Sealed and looks like it's been open a very long time. Okay. Well, that's not going anywhere. Elemental Essence might be useful for spell reagents, at least. And this door is sealed and looks like no. Okay, so that's the same door, maybe? Yeah, it's the same door. Well, at least that door opens, but that's it. Okay, then. Well, we might be able to convince Daeren to have a drink. Daeren, who's been watching the guests with unreadable expression, turns his head to you and says in a casual tone, like he's continuing a conversation that was interrupted. I've always considered myself an athlete, or aesthete, not a hero. When doomsday comes, I thought, I'd pour myself a glass of 100-year-old wine, sit in the front row, and just watch the world burn. Playing the violin was also an option. Now I'll be damned if I know how I ended up in the Fifth Crusade. How did I become the companions of a hero chosen by Imode? Well, perhaps this is your chance to finally do something worthwhile. What do we want to do then? Dance a waltz on Dresden's ramparts with a charming courtesan? Sounds worthwhile to me. Okay, we could spill them, but I don't see why that would do anything. Tell me more about Heaven's Edge. The estate was once a truly beautiful sight, with its lush gardens and placid ponds. Daeren smiles briefly. It's a genuine smile, quite different from his usual half smirk. The house itself is not that large. This land was part of the border regions even before the world moved, so my ancestors took that into account when laying the foundations. The larger the mansion, the harder it is to defend. I'd gladly give you a tour, but I'm afraid there's not much to see here. I didn't have much time. So my servants only managed to clean up this yard, the Great Hall, and a couple of rooms. There's nothing interesting about them except, perhaps, the magical firefighting system powered by water elementals. I'm not sure it's still functional, though. The fire elemental suppression system, the water elemental fire suppression system is kind of an interesting idea. I'm curious how to set it off. So why'd you really decide to throw a party at the scene of such tragedy? What's this ghoulish farce all about? Daeren freezes. What an odd feeling. Like I've been lying under the sun in a spectacular meadow in full bloom, and then you barge in to pour a bucket of ice-cold water all over me. Is this how you treat people who invite you to their celebrations? No, you don't have to answer. I'd come up with a polite excuse, but I'd rather match your courteous manners and put it bluntly. I do not wish to continue this conversation. Thank you for ruining my mood. I shall retire to my chambers for a time. Okay, well, that gets him away from it, so now Leotor can now do his thing. I did put quite the damper on the party, though. Okay, Leotor, what do you got? See you depart, Commander, thank you. Now get ready to watch and listen closely. I will unravel the past of this place and try to show you whatever I find. Okay. Oh, so it's like a hell of a concentration spell. Also weird that the dining table's out in the courtyard, but I suppose it's a beautiful day, why not? The hum of voices, laughter, and music fills your mind, and the visions come, fragmented and hazy at first, before eventually coalescing to reveal a single face. It is a woman of stunning, heavenly beauty, and her delicate features instantly tell you who she is. The family resemblance to Daeren is obvious. My dear guests, Lady of Heaven's Edge welcomes you all today. I hope this day is bright for you as it is for me, because on this day, my only precious, sometimes arrogant, but utterly beloved child was born. A child is usually a reflection of their parents and caretakers. Countess, will you allow the humble tutor of this young man to address the guests and man about at the hour as well? A new face appears. It is a handsome old man with a strong, dignified posture and a voice that emanates power. Can we have just one day without your sermons? It's my birthday after all. 10 years ago, the young Daeren had an utterly angelic appearance. His table manners and expression lacked the dignity of a true angel, however. Day. I'm sure the revered Nestrin only wanted to hug you and offer his best wishes on your birthday. Wait, what's that noise? Dun dun dun. The shrill laughter rings in your ears, reverberates in the base of your skull. In the vision, a Lilitu appears before the guests of the estate and gives them an exaggerated, scornful bow. The sorcerer's of evil has come to your celebration, mortals. Did you prepare a treat for me too? Now what do you want, spawn of the abyss? I've already done everything I wanted to. Hey, you, Daeren cleric, look around. Don't you notice anything odd? The plague is in your wine, in your food, in the air around you, in your blood. Soon you will all die. Pray to your pathetic goddess and call upon your healing powers all you want, but they are not going to help you. Nothing will help you. I will give you the chance to see for yourselves, and when I return, the grave realization will have already sunk its teeth into your throats. Oh, I love watching mortals in their final desperate hours. Then even finishes her speech with an air kiss to Daeren, making him freeze in horror, and disappears. Leotor shakes his head and slowly exhales, rubbing his temple. First appearance of the disease and the Litu, one of the many sisters of the accursed Minago. So far, everything I've seen matches the official version of the events. So, who are the people in that vision? Countess Solana Aronde was Daeren's mother and one of the most beautiful women in the history of Mendef. She was an Azamar, just like her son. The old man is the esteemed cleric Nestrin, Archaon's guardian and tutor. He was well known for his unfaltering faith and iron will. I was only passing acquaintance with him, so I can't tell you anything more than that. Didn't recognize the others, but Daeren told me that its first victim of the disease were his second cousin and the cousin's wife, hailing from the eastern border. So surely the cleric could have done, like, negate poison or something? Like, what's the deal? Can't say for certain, but I believe there was nothing he could have done. Magical diseases are already difficult enough to cure, and this plague struck very fast indeed. Now we must find out what happened next. Alright, so what now? I can sense the aftershocks of a very strong outburst of emotions and memories somewhere in the west wing of the house. Something must happen in one of the rooms, so please check if anyone is in there and distract them if need be. Shit. Well, I think, yeah, I just put Daeren in the room, so that's an issue. Let's go grab some loot here. We're leaving wine bottles all over the place.
Follow if you dare.
So that was over here. So apologize, maybe. Go join your party. I'm sure it's fine. Daeren arches a brow at you, but doesn't seem to be disturbed in the slightest by your entrance. He's not trying to cover up or get dressed any faster. Commander, I assume you have an urgent matter that requires my attention? Ooh, dare him to get someone to dance with you. Yeah, I think you should turn to your guests now. It isn't seemly for the host to leave them unattended for too long. How I love that patronizing tone of yours. I can't even remember the last time anyone attempted to chastise me for my impropriety. Perhaps you're right. I should return to the Great Hall immediately to avoid having to listen to any other invaluable comments on my behavior. Alright, well that worked out. That was easy. Just gotta point out that a host belongs to his yes. No big. Okay, so Leotier comes in. See, you're able to do as I asked. Prepare yourself. This vision might be rather difficult to watch. Should encompass the entire room, right? Ah, yeah, there we go. Young Daeren stands motionless by the Countess's bed. His face is pale with fear, and for good reason. His mother's heavenly beauty is gone. Her smile, once beaming with vitality and happiness, looks more like the grimace of a corpse. Only her golden hair still glows, a sad reminder of the healthy young woman she was just a few hours ago. Mother? Can you hear me, Mother? Day, my boy, how did you get here? The Countess's voice is fading. Don't come any closer, this disease... Mother, listen, the revered Nestrin has sealed the gates. He says he won't let anyone leave the estate. If the plague reaches the largest settlements, no one will be able to stop it. He claims this is why the demons attacked us in the first place. They knew we would call upon the strongest clerics to heal us, and those clerics would catch the disease and die as well. The fat baron and his family tried to escape, but 3 armed paladins barred their way and said would not let them go. Mother, we need help. Canabras is full of clerics, wizards, demons, know who else. They might know how to stop it. We need to get there as soon as possible. We must obey the Reverend Nestrin. We're lords of Mendeb, and we must protect our people. If the plague, if it reaches Canabras, thousands of innocent people will die. I don't care about any innocence. You're ill, Mother. You're dying. You must tell them to open the gates and take you to Canabras. They won't listen to me, but you're the lady of the state. They can't refuse you. I can't. I must. Please leave, my dearest. Don't lose hope. You can still... A convulsion overtakes the Countess's body. Her last words are swallowed by a long, guttural groan. Leotier wearily rubs his temples, but his face is unreadable. Oh, now I have an answer to one of my many questions. Nobody went to Canabras in search of help, because the revered Nestrin didn't let them. He valued the safety of the city more than the lives of his flock of the estate. What a difficult choice it must have been. Alright, I mean, he made the absolute right choice, though. Like, at the very least, if he suspected that it was going to be too high level... I mean, Terelidalev might have been able to do it, maybe, but you need to send somebody into Canabras to get her, and that person would be infected. And then that would spread, and then Terelidalev would be overwhelmed. I mean, there's only so much you can do. Now, ascending could have worked if you had a wizard capable of actually doing the sending. But if you don't, then basically everybody's screwed. Animal Companion, maybe? But the trouble with Animal Companion is that animals can catch human diseases, so you might still have the same problem. Now, ascending would be the only way that would work. If you have nobody who can cast ascending, that's it, you're doomed. You made the right choice. Almost certain that Count Daeren has another opinion on this matter, a very, very strong one. Leotier rubs his chin thoughtfully. I've never been in the revered Nestrin's position, but I know the price of difficult decisions, especially those you have to make quickly. I have no right to judge him, but we must continue our investigation. The next site I'd like to examine is the Great Hall. That's where we found the remains of Nestrin and the demons. I assume he killed them in a confrontation, but we must make sure of that. Please help me clear the area so I can study it. The Great Hall? You mean where the party is? You madman? I think he wants... Oh my fucking god, how are we gonna do this?
I'm off.
How the actual... Maybe our companions can help. No, okay, not you. Not you. Drunken Nobles definitely don't help. Nino? Nope. A lot of Drunken Nobles. There's Ember. There's so much food here. If I let Stu do everything she wants, she'll become twice as fat. And won't be able to fly anymore. And very likely. There's Wooljiff. Hey, Wooljiff. Saw a portrait of Daeren's mom, so she was an Azamar too, huh? Some people get a celestial bloodline, tons of money, and a title, while others get horns and a slap on the face. Camilla, you gonna help me out here? No? Sosul, help me out here? No? That's all we've got. So now we've got where the hell did he go? There's Regil over here. Can you help? Nope. Well, shit. Where the hell is Daeren at? I don't even see him. The hell did he go? You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to abandon your guest, Daeren. Did you not hear me say that? The hell are you? Should at least be up here. There he is, right here, right here. There's a feverish gleam to Daeren's eyes, owing either tipsiness or some overabundance of emotion. Oh, there, Goward! Are we enjoying my party? You having a good time? How about you, Daeren? You having any fun? Of course I'm having fun, Daeren says defiantly. What's wrong? Going to spend my whole life in fear and mourning, blaming myself for what happened? Fine, let's change the subject. I thought the unique ambience of Heaven's Age and the fact that we're on the very border of the world wound would make this celebration special. I thought the past would resurface and make itself known. Daeren smirks bitterly. Well, it seems even ghosts don't wish to attend my parties anymore. What can we do to liven up the ending? Time for a drinking contest? I mean, he's already 3 sheets to the wind. This might be easy. Ah, yes, the tried and trusted method for salvaging a dull party. For salvaging anything, really. I'm ready, but who's my competition? Ooh. That's a good thought. I would say Lon, but I believe that's Lon over there, and he already looks a little wobbly. There's Sela. Sela might be able to work, and would be a tempting target for Daeren. Someone who's the exact opposite alignment. If I go in, I'm not sure what is actually going to happen. I'm not resistant to poison yet, so it's not really going to work. Let's try Sela. Yes, sir, Commander. Daeren, my boy, you've still got time to back out. You don't want any Sela spank you in front of everyone now, do you? What'll you do if I win? You gonna cry and pray to Amode for some alcohol resistance aura? Now that would be something worth seeing. Let's drink till one of us falls unconscious or begs for mercy. Okay, this should be interesting. Drink, 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 drink. What do we got? Who wins? Who wins? Fortitude save. This is a little warm up. I say, up for more. The fear of your inevitable defeat has already got the better of you, Daeren. I can see it in your eyes, boy. Come on, let's have another round. Will this be the one that knocks you flat? Falling in battle against such a worthy opponent would have been bruised my ego, especially if you carry me upstairs to bed afterwards. Alright, go for it, Sela. You can do it. Won't let you down, just watch. Chug, chug. Oh, shit. He made the fortitude save. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. What about Sela? Did she make her fortitude save? She did! We done here? Ready for another round. To whom should I dedicate this glorious feat, putting the haughty, self-absorbed prick of a count in his place? To my dearest royal cousin. I'm sure any failure to mine will bring her joy. Oh, my head feels funny. He actually fails his fortitude save? It's like he's tilting a little bit. He's wobbling. My grandfather, or maybe my great-grandmother, put this body in the bottle in the family cellar. So why did it fail the scion of the illustrious Andradres in his time of need? Daeren looks a bit unsteady on his feet. I don't feel very well. Hey everyone, let's go back outside. I need to get some fresh air in my lungs. Okay, so he took the party outside. Fantastic. Or he's taking the party outside. Everyone will eventually get there. And then up clear the Grey Hall. Here we are again, Commander. Littergill looks grim but focused. So let's take another glimpse into the past. Oh, interesting, it's over in this corner. A ripple of laughter flows through the hall. It begins a sweet, charming chuckle, but then turns into a rasping cackle that makes Daeren huddle in deeper in his corner. Why are you running from me, my sweet prince? Come on, let me touch you. I'll give you... The booming voice of an old man dressed in the Imodan robes shakes the walls of the hall. Get away from him, demon. Let the boy go. By the blade of the inheritor, you touch him only over my dead body. You're pathetic, old cleric. Are you the guardian of this charming little prince? Well, you guard him in vain. The disease is already circulating in his blood, and soon he will rot before your very eyes. You won't be able to help him, and I can at least make sure his death is beautiful, clean, and sweet. The demoness turns her eyeless face to Daeren and licks her lips. A coarse laugh escapes the young man's throat. We'll see about that. Leotar turns towards you in astonishment. Droplets of sweat glisten on his temples. Something's wrong here, Commander. My spells are not working as expected. As if some kind of supernatural explosion occurred here 10 years ago. Blending everything together, the magical auras, the emotions, the memories. I'll try again to read it. Could it be dangerous? I cannot say for certain, but it's unlikely. The past is in the past, and no one can travel through time except for some uniquely powerful entities, like Aeons or perhaps the eldest of the First World. Even though the past of this place is horrible, it poses no threat to us in the present. I meant dangerous for you to concentrate on it, but okay, sure, fine, whatever, go ahead and keep going. Just give me a moment to focus. I will try to channel my visions and feelings to you as accurately as possible. Daeren, my boy, what's going on? Leotar's muscular soldiers suddenly begin to shake. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried about. The vision he is channeling does not change, but you feel something enormous and chilling silently infiltrate the reality around you. The presence of this nameless being becomes almost palpable. Some alien entity is talking to him. Hurry, old cleric, stop him right now. Do you really want to see what happens when... Save me. Can you save me? The presence thickens into something more tangible. The entity is silent, but you feel your blood pulsing in your temples, and each beat brings a new image, or rather a new notion. Help brings a feeling of relief and safety. Exchange makes the pull stronger, more demanding. Gate and secret come immediately after. The images become heavier, almost visible. Secret, keep the secret, otherwise death. Death, death, death. The gruesome images whirl through your mind, filling with pain and fear, and then it all starts again. Help, exchange, secret, death. Nestrin stretches out his shaking hand and suddenly looked like a doddering old man instead of a mighty cleric imbued with holy power. Daeren, wait! The thing you're about to let loose is even worse than his demons. Daeren's body is quivering like a taut bowstring. His eyes dart from the cleric to the demoness, who is frantically casting protective spells. Demons, saints, I'm so fed up with all of you. Burn! You just do harm living? Oh, and Hawkblade might be dead. Dude, you okay? Leotar opens his eyes with a groan and gets back to his feet. His legs are wobbly, his eyebrows cut, but he seems not to notice. Sincere sorrow is written on his face, as well as a strong hint of horror. What a misfortune. No, what a disaster. Everything's far worse than I imagined. You alright? The strain, the emotions, they overwhelmed me and made me feel like an agitated youngster. It's nothing really. I'll not be able to cast spells for the rest of the day, but aside from that, I'm fine. Alright, do you understand now what happened? The Inquisitor slowly exhales through clenched teeth and says in a low voice, still massaging his temples, yes and no. Damn, my thoughts are astray. I'll try to explain everything to you in full detail. Many living things are capable of performing the most extraordinary feats, good or bad, when a deadly threat looms over them. 10 years ago, the young Count found himself cornered in every sense of the word, and he allowed some alien entity to intercede for him. It frightens me that all my experiences as an Inquisitor is completely useless in this case. It does not resemble anything I've ever heard or read about. The entity, I think I'll call it the Other, possesses uncanny power. It was capable of instantly killing 3 greater demons, a mighty cleric, and a host of other mortals. You saw everything yourself. What's even worse than this entity, this Other, it's still here. Leotar takes a long pause. His gaze is drawn to the chamber where all the guests are laughing and dancing. Daeren's eloquent voice rises above the music for a moment. He's asking someone to bring more wine and add more logs to the fire. I don't know what exactly this creature is, but I know what it did to the Count. It turned him into a living gateway. The Other's not inside the Count's body. It's not directly controlling his mind. That's why there's no obvious signs of possession. But it is looking through his eyes. It treats him like a window into our world, and it can instantly step through to wreak whatever havoc it desires. Alright, does Daeren know? Yeah, of course he does. Did you hear what the other tried to convey to us? Help in exchange for a secret. Death. Death to those who know the truth. He wants to have an opportunity to use the count as a gateway without anyone knowing. That's what made Daeren deny that he remembered anything about the conclusion of the events at Heaven's Edge. So what does the other want? That's the strangest thing about it all. It came to this world 10 years ago, and it's still here, right? All this time it's been watching us through the eyes of the Count. Had it, for instance, wanted to kill Her Majesty the Queen, it would have had plenty of opportunities to do so. The Count can get close to practically every influential figure in Mendev, but the other refuses to act, or its interests lie in some other sphere. So the other killed everyone? Disease was not to blame? Not everyone, just Nestor and his paladins and the few remaining guests. Damn it. I know his work with a mysterious omnipotent entity, but it still stings. I was here 10 years ago and I didn't check everything personally. And those who did failed to sense that something was wrong. So, could the other be the reasons my companions keep finding severed heads among their belongings back in Canabras? Seems very likely. I'm almost certain you're right. People tend to lose their heads when they get too close to Count Narenda anyway. I do apologize, that was inappropriate. Perhaps your gruesome findings are the heads of some cultists who tried to kidnap the Count during the Canabras slaughter? Or perhaps they provoked the other in some other way. So we have to do something. Yes, now I understand Father Nestor perfectly. I must make a crucial decision despite a dearth of information. Inquisitor falls silent for a while, then he looks you right in the eye. Commander, first and foremost I must apologize to you. Second, I must ask you to keep this secret. That's what are you so sorry for? I apologize for dragging you into this mess. You see, the other, an entity of immense power, stated very clearly that it would kill anyone who found out the truth. Anyone who knows the Count is actually its living gateway. I suppose the secret is currently known to 3 people on Galarian. You, me, and Count Daeren. And that means... Butcher gives you a crooked smirk and shrugs. Why should I keep it a secret? As soon as the Count finds out we know his secret, the other will understand it well. We do not know what it is and what exactly is the scope of his powers, but we do know it would dispose of anyone who might reveal his existence. I've made a decision, Butcher says gravely. I will not tell anyone about the discovery we just made, not even the Queen or my superiors. Instead, I'll go immediately to Nerosian and sift through all the archives of the Inquisition in order to find out exactly what we're dealing with and how it can possibly be defeated. I may also make some cautious inquiries in other places, including Absalom. Still, I will not reveal the truth until I find out some reliable information. I'm asking you to do the same. Specifically, do not say a single word about our investigation to the Count himself. So, you want me to lead a crusade while carrying a bomb that may explode any minute? I'm afraid you won't be able to hide from the consequences when this bomb does explode. It's up to you to decide, though. Okay, what are you going to do with Daeren, though? At the very least, he's guilty of letting the other enter our world. Right now, I'm a lot more concerned about the other, but when we find a way to get rid of the entity, the Count will have to stand trial. Many things about this case are still unclear, including the extent of his guilt. Did he call upon the other by himself, or did he simply answer its call? Could you refuse its offer, or would it have led to his immediate death? Every detail is important, every testimony needs solid proof. That's the difference between righteous justice and blind vengeance. Okay, that's totally fair. Fine, I'll keep it a secret. I'd rather not have my head exploded by an otherworldly, extraplanar entity. Made the right choice. I recommend you go back to the guests and spend the rest of the evening as you please. Anything else might raise suspicions. I must leave immediately in search for the knowledge we all need so desperately. Farewell, Commander. May the light of Imode guide your path. And Leader Hawkblade will try to keep your path to triumph clear of any unwanted guests. Well, at least we have some answers. Just, not the answers we necessarily want, but they're done. We're very far away from the next level. Suppose now we go ahead and just, pass the time. So, Social, what's up, dude? I'm not sure I'll be able to endure another hour. That's outrageous debauchery. That's kind of fair. How you doing, Camilla? I like the party. Spit already come and doing it. Okay, so she's, of course, liking it because she's like that. I mean, she comes from nobility herself, so it kind of makes sense. Like I says, the rest of the party's down here. Oh, Ember's over here. Amber. Got somebody to talk to finally? You know what I just realized? Daeren was afraid to come here, so that's why he did it, because of that fear. Actually, that's probably very true. Hey, Sela. Should have drunk so much, the demons suddenly turned up. It would be a lot of fun, either for me or for them. Ritual. This travesty's finally over. Okay, Nino. There's a common opinion that any party like this one must inevitably end with a fight. Huh. If you're trying to encourage me to check this hypothesis personally, then I'd rather observe from afar. Fair, fair. Crusader over there, and I think that's it. Oh, there's Wooljeff here. Let's see what Wooljeff and Leon say. We leaving already? Yeah? No? I wouldn't mind staying for a little while. I've been watching our account and wondering, if you imagine his head was a boiling pot, what kind of brew is bubbling inside? That's a fair question. I think Lon might be a little drunk, though. I'm going to go ahead and head out. Yeah, we're leaving. Party's over. Thanks, guys. Been fun. But it's also over. Alright. Well, that'll do for this episode. Thanks for watching. This has been Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm Peace Universe here, Peace Universe, and I'll see you guys next time.